Hello everyone, welcome to prevent a solution given this nice algebra problem, which is AB, which is equal to 60. We can call this one equation 1, and A plus B is equal to 4. We can call this one equation 2. Okay, so what is the value of A and B? Now, before we dive into the solution, if it is the first time you come across my videos, please like and subscribe. Now, solution here, we have that A plus B in equation 2, let's make B the subject of the formula. We have that A plus B, which is equal to 4. Let's make B the subject of the formula so that we'll have 4 subtract A, and let's call this one equation 3. Now, let's substitute equation 3 into equation 1 so that we'll have B is equal to 4 minus A, so we'll have A multiplied by 4 subtract A, which is equal to 60. So now we'll have 4 times A, which is basically 4A, subtract A times negative A, which is negative A squared. This is equal to 0, that means to 60. It's basically 4A, subtract A squared, this is equal to 60. So let's take 60 on the left-hand side. We'll have 4A, subtract A squared, subtract 60, this is equal to 0. Now, rearranging this equation, we'll have negative A squared plus 4A subtract 60, this is equal to 0. All right, so let's multiply both signs by negative 1 so that here we'll have A squared subtract 4A. Now this is negative times negative, so this is plus 60, this is equal to 0. Now here, this is the equation that is in the form of, this is actually in the form of ax squared plus bx plus c, this is equal to 0. Now we have that A is equal to 1, B is equal to negative 4, and C is equal to 60. All right. So from here, to determine the value of A, that is A1, A2, we introduce the quadratic formula, which is negative B plus or minus the square root of B squared subtract 4AC divided by 2A. Substituting the value of A, B, and C, we'll have negative 4 plus or minus. Now, B squared, actually this is negative 4 squared, subtract 4 times A, which is actually 1, times C, which is equal to 60. All this divided by 2 times 1. So from here, negative times negative 4, this is actually 4, plus or minus the square root of negative 4 squared, this is actually 16, subtract, this is 60 times 4, which is actually 240. So all this one divided by 2. Now we have 4 plus or minus the square root of 16, subtract 240, divided by 2. So this is 4 plus or minus the square root of, this is negative 224 divided by 2. Now this you can express as negative 4 plus or minus the square root of, now negative 224 can be expressed as 16 multiplied by 14 multiplied by negative 1, all this divided by 2. Now from here we'll have negative 4 plus or minus the square root of 16, this is actually 4, the square root of negative 1, this is I. Now square root of 14 divided by 2. Now we can express this as, this can be expressed basically as negative 2 into the parentheses 2 plus or minus 2I square root of 14 divided by 2. Now let's simplify here. Let's simplify here so that now we'll have negative 2, okay, plus or minus 2I square root of 14. Now that means that we have two values of A. We have A1 is equal to negative 2 plus 2I square root of 14, and we have A2 as negative 2, subtract 2I square root of 14. Now these are two values of, that is A1 and A2. So let's get the corresponding values of B. Now if you recall equation 3 here, we end that B is equal to 4, subtract A. Let's plug in A in equation 3. We have that B is equal to 4, subtract A. Substituting the values of A, now this is basically 4 subtract 2, which is 2, then 4, then we'll have negative times positive 2I. Actually, this is negative 2I square root of 14. So we are saying that B1 is 2 subtract 2I square root of 14. Now this is B1. So that means that A1, comma B1, this is equal to 2 plus 2I square root of 14, comma 2 subtract 2I square root of 14. This is the first solution. This is the first set of solution. Now let's get the A2 and B2. We have that B2 is equal to 4, subtract A2. A2 is actually 2, subtract 2I square root of 14. Now this is 4 subtract 2. Again, this is 2. Negative times negative 2I. This becomes plus 2I square root of 14. Now this is B2. So that means that A2, comma B2, this is actually equal to 2 subtract 2I square root of 14, comma 2 plus 2I square root of 14. Now this is the second set of solution. Now here, let's verify A1, B1 and A2, B2 actually satisfies the equation by following these steps. Now let's verify A1, B1 and A2, B2 actually satisfies the equation. Now, if you recall, we end that A multiplied by B, this is actually should give us a value of 60, and A plus B, this should give us a value of 4. Okay? So we say this is equation 1, and this is equation 2. Now let's check this. Let's check. From equation 2, let's substitute A1, B1. A1 is equal to 2 plus 2I square root of 14 plus B1, which is actually 2 subtract 2I square root of 14. This should give us a value of 4. So 2I square root of 14 actually simplifies, and then 2 plus 2, this is basically equal to 4, which is equal to 4. And that basically shows that the left-hand side is basically equal to the right-hand side. And that affirms that A1, comma B1 actually satisfies the equation. Now let's check A2, B2. Again, let's plug A2, B2 in equation 2. So we'll have 2 subtract 2I square root of 14 plus 2 plus 2I square root of 14. This should give us a value of 4. We have 2 minus 2I square root of 14 plus 2 plus 2I square root of 14 should give us 4. So this is actually 2I, negative 2I simplifies, so that we'll have 2 plus 2, which is basically equal to 4. And that shows that the left-hand side is equal to the right-hand side. And that shows that A1, B1 and A2, B2 actually satisfies the equation. So kindly follow the steps, like this video and subscribe. See you in the next video.